Welcome into another episode of the Shoujo Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, joined as always by my good friend Joe. Put it in the Joe in Shoujo, where I shoujo. Shoujo. Get it? Shoujo anime. That's what we're here to talk about every week. Today we're covering Fushigi Yugi episodes 18, 19, and 20. And I feel like this is a good set. Like, I was like, ooh, intense. Ooh, stuff happening episodes. Yeah, crazy stuff to talk about today. But first, let's catch up. It's a later recording in the week than usual, so I'm sure we'll have so much to talk about. Joe, what have you been up to?
Well, part of the reason why it's a later recording than usual is because my power got knocked out for 2 days because of a storm that happened on Tuesday morning, and it was out for 2 days. It was going to be out for 3 days, but it got back on a little bit earlier, which was nice. But yeah, that really like messed my whole schedule up in kind of significant ways. Fortunately, I could stay with my girlfriend because she still had power, even though she lives in the same city as me. Being a little bit more south paid off in this case. But yeah, so had to take all my stuff out. Had to try to like frantically transfer over what groceries I could save from my freezer. Yeah, it was 2 days. That was over 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, that was kind of intense. But before I did that on the weekend, I went to a water park with one of my friends and my girlfriend. And I hadn't been to a water park in a long time. In the sun, you would have hated it. Yes,
I myself also. Well, I went to Barton Springs, but I also swam this weekend. But parks are fun. I wish I could enjoy them more carefree, without worrying about the sun. But nice. Was it? I feel like the problem is that it's just a lot of kids unwatched, unsupervised children running around at water parks.
Yeah,
more than
there's a lot of
like
kids
a normal
there.
Theme park. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you go on a weekday, it's probably better. We went on a weekend, so it was like kind of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just stay like doing like the rides and stuff like that, it's fine. Like the big tube slides and stuff like that.
Okay, you said you get a little nauseous on. No, you were fine with roller coasters. Do you prefer
I'm fine
water
with
slides? Okay.
Water slides I'm also fine with.
Okay, yeah. I feel like you're more likely to get injured, or I feel like it takes more of a toll physically on water. Because either it's like the colonoscopy one where you're going down and just freaking, or like people are losing tops, or you like bang an elbow or on like a crack. I don't know. I feel like more injuries happen at water parks, but
that's probably true just because it's like you're not really on a track. So there's like more things that could happen.
Yes, it's just that they're more minor than if something did happen at a theme park where it's like if something goes wrong, it's probably going terribly wrong.
Yeah, there was one that's like a big slide that kind of just like does a corner and then goes like almost like very vertically down. And we were like going up to it and like, the people at the top, which is like, it's always like teenagers working there, like, yeah, go in this way or whatever. And then we saw some kid go in head first down that slide and he's like,
oh my God,
why did they just do that? And I don't know why they just did that. That kid was fine because they were like, like 7 years old or something. So their spinal column is made out of rubber. But yeah, I was like, wow.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, things can go wrong because people just do whatever.
Yeah, the most reassuring that it's all teenagers, right? I know I've mentioned it on the podcast probably, but you have or have not watched the documentary Class Action Park?
I have not watched that.
No, it's very good. It's just like what can go wrong in a park run by teenagers, and
I mean there are also not teenagers. It's just like usually the people like at the top of the rides. Because there's like adults like doing the kind of like more managerial stuff and like going around and checking things. But like you just need somebody there to be like,
whistle. Here's
how you go down. Can you swim? Yes or no? Checking to make sure everyone's the right height. That kind of thing.
Yeah. True. Oh, man. Fun. Well, Did you get sunburned or you applied sunscreen?
I applied sunscreen twice. So it was pretty good. I still got red in some places, but not enough to burn. So it was actually okay.
Nice. I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but I even have a little bit of a tan line from this
Whoa.
summer.
You've
I
been
know.
really
I
going
think it's
out.
from no. It's like I had one really bad sunburn. And normally sunburns don't leave any marks, but now I'm like, oh no, go away, tan line.
Wow.
But yeah, I guess when does it start getting colder there? Like October?
Well, it's like raining torrentially nonstop, I feel like, here probably for the next month. Probably like around next month, I think.
Nice. At least you don't
Could
have.
be.
Well, does that probably just mean more neighbors are going to leave their dogs to go in your hallways and not outside if it's railing?
Who
Did
knows
you ever
at this
have
point?
more
Honestly.
encounters like that?
Yeah, that was I don't know what's up with that.
Well, I'm sure
so-
the cat was happy that you came to him rather than having to travel over to your place, since that never goes well.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah. But that's what's going on with me. Haven't really been doing much else. I've been trying to watch some anime. I've been watching a couple episodes of, what is it? Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Not very good.
I was going to say, it did not. I just had to look at the cover art and no, this is not going to be for me. And that
I also did not have high hopes for it. But, a lot of like setting potentially interesting things up and then doing the least interesting possible thing you can with it. It's kind of impressive, just like how dedicated to not doing anything interested we are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shocking a little bit. Yeah, other than that, not much.
Nice.
What about you?
What have I been doing? Fields of Mystery fully released last week. Because I had played it on and off through early access. And so I've been like putting a lot of time into that. While like watching Project Runway at the same time. I'm like a good chunk through my replay through of Marvel Spider-Man. Which I now have the second one. Apparently they just announced they're working on a third one. And then Insomniac is also doing that Wolverine game, which I feel like all the headlines I'm seeing are like, oh, his butt looks good or whatever. That's the taglines for this game about Wolverine. But I'm like, I wish they'd make a lady superhero game, because I feel like there really isn't like a female superhero game that's been decent, right? We've had like the good Batman one, and there's, I don't know, been bad ones, but yeah.
I just can't think of that many like in total. Like there's Spider-Man ones, there's some Batman ones. That's kind of it. What else?
There's like the really bad Superman one on the 64, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I guess, well, there's like Marvel Alliance, and then there's been like the freaking
That's
Marvel
true, but those aren't like
versus
built around one character.
No, yeah. I liked Marvel Midnight Suns. I mean, the story was like pretty shallow, but I liked the gameplay of that. But yeah, or if Insomniac, which I'm like, I don't know, is a Spider-Man game the first thing that they did of note? Insomniac games? I don't know, what else have they done?
I feel like they probably did some other stuff.
Apparently,
right?
they've been around since 1994, so surely they've done something.
Yeah, they made Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, okay. It looks like they've done Spyro,
Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive.
Okay, well, that's not for me.
Yeah, so they did some pretty big stuff. That's pretty big.
Okay, interesting. Well, that's interesting that they've like done a bunch of different things. So that's fun that they've, done a bunch of different genres. Well, I really like this. It's so good. Anyways, yeah, so I feel like I've been gaming a lot. And still going to the gym, but I feel like I'm not as, like, I'm doing it, but I'm not as into about doing it as I was for like the first couple months. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm here, ready to just get it over with and go back home. But that's probably just, I feel like I've been like a little hermit the last week. But I did go swimming at Barton Springs. It is so hot outside, but that water is so cold. I feel like over the summer, I've realized maybe I really like swimming and I just never knew it because of how anxious I am about swimming, meaning I had to be extra exposed to the sun, so I can never like enjoy it. But like, I kind of like it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know if I have anything else exciting to report. yeah, had fun recording our bonus episode. That seems to be doing well. We just had a new we just announced some stuff. I guess this was like a big work week. We on Monday announced that we because right, since I've been working at my coconut, we've always just worked on Walkabout mini golf, and we're going to continue to do that, but we're also going to start developing another game called Walkabout Dungeon Golfer. So it's like a different game, and the title's up subject to change, but a different genre, and it won't just be VR. So it's gonna have a lot of work and experience doing stuff for non-VR games. We're also publishing another game that someone on the team made, but that we didn't develop. So having some new stuff to work on at work. So that's exciting. And then we just had a new DLC for Walkabout drop, which is like a 90s themed evil lair, kind of like sewers and, like slime. Very nostalgia for the right. Our look, we love the nostalgia. We were just talking about this before we started recording, but so it's been busy with work. So maybe that's why I've been zapped outside of work lately. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the episodes that we're going to talk about now.
Yeah.
If you want to roll into that.
We can roll into that, but first, we have some voice actors covering some of the Suzaku 7 that I haven't hit so far. We're starting off with a person who gets beat up a lot in these episodes, Tatsuki. Tatsuki is voiced by Nobutoshi Kana, who is the voice of Pi in Tokyo Mew Mew. We had Pi Tokyo Mew Mew New, which is voiced by someone else. See if I can pull up. I have to search through my notes of who's what. Where did I write this down? Tokyo Mew Mew. Searching through all of my stuff.
It must have been Lieutenant, right?
No, it was in Hanakimi. It was the voice of Nanba.
Right. That was something.
Was the Pi in the new one.
Just erase that from my memory. It's all together. That's recovered Hanakimi.
Yurichio Umehara. So we got both Pi. We got all the Pies covered in the Shoujo podcast. We're getting real coverage here. Also the voice of Lancer in Fate Stay Night. Kabuto and Naruto. Someone named Basara Neki in Macross 7. He's also the voice of Guts in 1997 Berserk. So that's pretty big.
That's the main guy, right? Yeah.
That's the main guy. And he's the voice of Knuckles in the Sonic franchise since 1988. Knuckles, the Echidna. No reaction. Nice. You don't care about Knuckles.
No, I'm like Echidna. That sounds Australian. Is that right?
I don't know. Some kind of animal. Echidna.
I think it's Australian.
Living in Australia.
I'm so freaking good.
In New Guinea.
At vaguely knowing things.
Yep. So there you go. All right, our second voice actor is the voice actor for Mitsukake, who is Koji Ishii. He plays Ryuji Yamazaki in King of Fighters series. I guess this is some guy who shows up in a lot of those games. But I never played King of Fighters because I don't play fighting games. He's also Fisher Tiger in One Piece. Someone named Machine Head Tetsujin in Redline, a movie I haven't seen but probably should see. He's Garter Belt in Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. He is the Japanese voice of Yosemite Sam in all the newer Looney Tunes stuff. And we have seen him before as Lori Takarada in Skip Beat, who's the president of the company that Shogo works at.
What a different character. He's so crazy and zany in that, and then he's so quiet in Fushigi Yugi. He's so serious in this. He's a freaking lunatic in Skip Beat.
The range. Lori, the president, Mitsukake, Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Oh, I forgot to mention that I recently just bought a bunch of Looney Tunes DVDs, and I've been digitizing them so I can put them onto my Plex server. And I've just been watching random Looney Tunes quite a bit, so I'm making a couple references here.
Something just come out Looney Tunes related.
There was a movie.
Yeah, I feel like I saw good stuff about it.
Acme one that's was shelved and they brought it back.
Yeah, I've heard it was good from one internet source. So that's gotta be it. Apologies if any dog squeak toy sounds come through. Not only one, but both of them are trying to go for it.
Cool. All right.
Yep,
Let's get into the episodes.
Let's do it.
Episode 18 of Fushigi Yugi is called Love Trap. We open on Miaka and Tamahome talking through the folding screen Zoom meeting to one another. And Miaka is over the moon to see Tamahome as she tries to hug him through the screen. Tamahome asks her if she's better from her disease, and Miyaka's like, yeah, we have a healer on the team now, because we did it. We got all the Suzaku 7. Woo! Mission complete.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
She also adds that, like, oh, by the way, your dad is cured now, so everything's good. Nothing bad will ever happen again, right? Wait, what's this? It's only episode 18 out of 52? Well, that seems a little ominous, but it's probably somebody else's problem, right? We're gonna be good. Anyway, Miaka tells Tamahome to pick a place for them to meet in Kuto so that they can get both him, the last member of the Suzaku 7, and the Conan's copy of the Universe of the Four Gods that Kuto still has from when they went there the first time, because they need that to, like, know how to do the summoning ritual. Also, Tamahome, if you could help me figure out what's going on with Yui, that would be great. And Tamahome is like, yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that because I'm gonna get some weird vibes. And he decides that they should meet up in the woods. Miaka and Tamahome kiss through the screen, and he tells her that he loves her. And then Chichiri runs out of power and the connection breaks. Yui, who's been eavesdropping, comes into Tamahome's room and is like, why were you just talking to Miaka? You know I don't like it when you talk to other girls.
Ugh.
Tamahome tells her
other girls.
I know. Tamahome tells her that they can return to Miaka now, but Yui tearfully asks Tamahome to give himself to her. She was there when they first met too. She should have gone to shot with him, right? And we get a montage of their first meeting, which is extremely funny because nothing romantic at all happened in that first meeting.
And just because you happen to meet, he met the both of you, doesn't mean that I would have worked with either of you. I think she's just like, I don't understand why he's into Miaka, or I don't believe that he could be that into Miaka, which I feel like sucks, because weren't you supposed to be your good friend, but it seems like you don't think she has any redeeming qualities.
Yeah, it's been a long 3 months.
That's true.
Really forgetting your friends at summer camp kind of thing here. Tamahome is not going for it, though, and Yui has to accept that he's in love with Miaka. And by that, I mean she runs away to Nakago. She tells Nakago what's happening, and Nakago is like, yes, I thought this might happen. Here, feed him this mysterious pill if you want Tamahome to be yours forever, he says. Back in Conan, Miaka wishes upon a star to be with Tamahome again. It's the next day, and everybody is preparing for the ceremony to summon Suzaku, even though they don't really know how it's supposed to work, I guess. I don't know. They have, like, a big pot they're going to do something with. Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's why you're not saying anything. But yeah, they're doing something with a big jar. Noriko comes in to wake Miaka up because Miaka slept in, but she scares her, and Miaka throws a couch at Noriko. But Noriko has come bearing non-edible gifts. She gives Miaka a lover's doll, which is very popular with the girls right now. What you do is you write your name of your love on it and yourself, and then bury it, and it'll bring you two together. And apparently it doesn't work for gay couples, which is why Noriko is giving it to Miaka.
Okay, what do you think of this? Noriko identifying as gay, so...
Yeah, well, if Noriko is trans, she's gay. And if she's not quite that, then she would still be gay. She's still gay no matter what.
Okay, let's just... I feel like early on it was like, we didn't really hear directly what Noriko...
we don't get any specifics, but it's just like generally queer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like encapsulates a lot of different things that could be happening. Probably best we stick with that instead of get into whatever I think this show's gender politics are, which I think are not great.
Yeah.
So this is fine. But yeah, this doesn't work for gay couples, apparently. So she's like, well, I bought this because I wanted to use it, but now I'm not going to use it. So here you go, Miaka. I think this is pretty good. Miaka writes her and Tamahome's names on the doll, and then the doll ominously splits in half dramatically. And Noriko's like, well, these are all kind of junk. And also it probably cracked when you threw a couch at me a minute ago. So like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty, it's so dramatic. It's like,
very funny.
God. Yeah.
I like all the Noriko stuff. Noriko's so good.
Yes.
Elsewhere, Yui grapples with the idea of feeding Tamahome some weird pill. It seems like she might do this, but she ends up holding off. Meanwhile, Tamahome wonders what's going on with Yui. He tries to break out, but stumbles upon Yui while he's doing so, and Nakago, and like ends up eavesdropping on the two of them. Yui tells Nakago that she can't bring herself to poison Tamahome, and Nakago tells her to remember her revenge plan for Miaka. He's like, remember that you became the priestess of Seiryu for a reason. Tamahome is like, oh no, Yui's a bad guy voluntarily? That's not good.
Back at home, it's finally sinking in. Took him long enough.
We're figuring out why she was not super eager to leave earlier. Miaka gets ready to go. Chichiri is going to teleport her and him to Kuto. No one else can come. This is their master plan, by the way. Tatsuki's like, no, I'm going to go too. And he bribes Miaka with a steamed bun because he knows the minimum party size is 3. You can always have at least 2 companions. Come on. I just played KOTOR 2. This is always true. So Miaka, Tatsuki, and Chichiri teleport to Kuto, and they end up like in a tree. Pretty good. They regroup to find.
He's so handy.
Yeah, Chichiri really he's just gonna always be on the team. He can do so much stuff.
Truly,
quick travel.
Nobody else outvalues him.
He's got like high stealth. We're gonna find out later. It's so good.
Yes.
The team regroups to find that they have a 4th extra member. That's Mitsukake's cat. Miaka's like, oh, this is perfect. We can use the cat to find the largest tree with the sweet-smelling flowers, like Tamahome said. And they use the cat to track the scent, which I'm pretty sure cats can't do. But they find it.
Yeah, I just think if the cat's going to be playing roles like this, can we know the name of the cat? Please?
No, we don't get, the cat does not get a name. Meanwhile, Yui takes a bath. Tamahome busts in to ask her about her betraying Miaka and becoming the priestess willingly. And Yui's like, yeah, I did do that stuff, but only because Miaka betrayed me first. Before that stuff happened to me, I would have never done this. But now I can't let her have you anymore. And Tamahome is like, all right, so I guess you're not coming with us then. And then he turns to leave. However, while this conversation was happening, Yui's attendants left out some poisoned incense, and Tamahome begins to pass out. The attendants restrain him while Yui comes out of the bath and very dramatically puts on a robe and then feeds him the poison baby bird style.
Oh, God. It's so...
She's so, drama. It's so good.
Yes,
but also,
I know.
She doesn't follow it through. She's not following through. My girl just wants to LARP. She should get into tabletop role-playing games. She would love that. She should go to Ren Fair. Yui would be so good at Ren Fair.
She's loving the drama. She's fully
so good
embracing.
At it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to get into tabletop RPGs for sure.
She's been too busy studying her whole life.
I know. See, this is really what's happened to her, is that she's been so repressed by oppressive school systems that she can't flourish and be a dramatic evil queen like she so clearly wants to be.
That's right.
We see Tamahome's memories of Miaka fade as he passes out. Back in the park, Miaka and crew wait around for Tamahome, who's very late at this point. Suddenly, they hear a rustling in the grass, but instead of Tamahome, they're greeted by Yui, Nakago, and a bunch of guards ready to fight as we cut to credits.
Freaking, it's about to go down. This is all happening very quickly. I feel like they should have, the Tamahome stuff, they're really going last minute on that.
Well,
I guess
we're moving.
You're supposed to give it to him.
They already found all the Sasaki 7, right? It's we need to have something else happen, or they should just be able to do it.
I mean, in the time frame of Miaka and them just got there.
Oh yeah.
And now she's poisoning us, and then all this stuff's gonna happen. I'm like, how long has it been? They said it's been a while that they've been waiting there, but I guess
it has been a while. It's been implied it's been a couple of weeks, I think.
No, I mean since they arrived in the tree at the tree.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's been maybe an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah. So I'm I feel like it would take longer for this crazy transformation to happen, but
I mean, we don't know. Maybe trying to use a cat to find a tree, maybe that took 3 hours. It's such a bad idea. But yeah, Yui being super extra in this is pretty good. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a plan. Nobody has a plan, is what I'm finding out. The only person with a plan is Nakago.
Yeah, and he's not
I don't even get his plan though.
No, it's just evil.
It's just evil.
Things.
The committed indifference they are to finding the Seiryu 7 is shocking to me. How much they just don't care about that at all.
Well, I guess if they it's more so I guess if they, Miaka found her dudes pretty quickly, but I feel like in theory it would take a while to gather them. And Suzaku got the heads. Oh, technically not, because it's like she was gone for 3 months and he knew he had the Priestess of Seiryu. So they had 3 months to start looking. But I don't know. I guess they're more like if we just foil our enemies, then there's no rush in getting this done.
See, this is
Yui like refuses to focus on that because she just wants to go against Miaka and not do her own thing. She wants to be in direct opposition of what Miaka is trying to do.
Yeah, I don't really get her plan. I don't really get Nakago's deal either. I feel like if I was in charge, if I was Miaka and I was commanding all my little Seiryu or my Suzaku 7, I would simply go send Chichiri to go kill the Emperor of Kuto. It would be so easy. He could just walk in and do it.
He doesn't really give off assassin vibes, though.
Yeah, but like you could just poison him with some other weird poison. There's lots of poison going on in this episode. The incense, the little pill. I guess that's it. But yeah, I don't really have anything else. Do you want to go on to the next episode? I say to an empty chair.
Sorry, I was like, I wanted a muffin, so I'm going to heat up a muffin. So yes, let's go on to the next episode.
All right, episode 18 is called Shattered Love. We open on Yui greeting Miaka like an evil villain. See, she's so good at this. She so badly just like wants to do this. Tatsuki tries to cast magic with his fan, but Nakago has put up a magic negating barrier because he's the barrier guy, I guess. So they can't use magic even though it's like an item magic. I don't really know how magic works here. Because Chichiri can still do stuff inside the barrier, but Tatsuki can't do stuff using the fan, which makes it sound like the magic from the fan comes from outside the barrier? So I don't know, it's a little weird. Anyway, he's about to blast all of them, but Nakago is about to blast all of them, but Yui says that they should have fun with them first because she is just living it up. So Nakago orders the guards to throw the 3 of them into the dungeon. Miaka uses the momentary pause to rush one of the guards, which is like one of her signature moves, which is just like to headbutt a guy. Pretty good. And this gives Chichiri and Tatsuki time to escape as Chichiri just makes them disappear. They can't leave the barrier though, so it's going to be hide and seek for them. But also the barrier is huge. They can just like go like all around the castle. So I don't know. Maybe Nakago should have made a smaller barrier. Miaka asks where Tamahome is, but Yui deflects, and Miaka is taken to the dungeon. So Yui asks Nakago where Tamahome is, but he also deflects. You need to put a bell on him or something. Miyaka's thrown in a jail cell. She decides that she needs to go look for Tamahome and also maybe figure out what's going on with Yui. Miyaka's surprised to find that Mitsukake's cat is also with her in the cell somehow. It followed her in. Miaka hatches a plan to pose all sexy-like to trick a guard into coming into the cell and then throwing the cat at him. This somehow works, leading me to believe my theory that Miyaka's a Looney Tunes character. This is like some Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd stuff happening here.
It totally is. Yes, you're right.
It's very funny. It's very goofy.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you've been watching Looney Tunes, is because you can't get enough of Miyaka shenanigans, so you gotta go back to the original inspiration.
That's so true. Yeah. Just
they
throw
just
a cat
pair so well together, yeah.
Elsewhere, Tatsuki and Chichiri try to come up with a plan, but there aren't any good options for them. They just have to wait because Chichiri's pretty sure Yui wouldn't let them kill Miaka, he says. Yui is informed that Miaka escaped, but she has an idea for catching her. Miaka is roaming the castle aimlessly. Suddenly, she smells some food and rushes off to find it. She enters a room to find a dinner spread, and the door closes behind her to reveal that this is Yui's trap. She's like, I knew you couldn't resist food. This is like I said it was like Looney Tunes. This is more like Who Framed Roger Rabbit to me, where like you have people that are playing normal human beings, but also there are just some cartoon characters around. This seems like something that like Eddie would do to get Roger to like sit still or something. Very funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Yui knows she's a cartoon character, so it was easy to.
But Yui doesn't get to. She gets the bad real world gritty timeline where bad things happen to her. And she gets to watch Tamahome get tortured, whereas Miaka is like goofy whatever times where she's getting attacked by zombies.
Yeah.
Yui invites Miaka over to her evil trap dinner like she's Darth Vader. So they sit down to eat while like Yui like drinks some wine dramatically. Miaka just eats all the food immediately, which Yui finds funny. But then she snaps back to villain mode and says that she won't let a traitor like her have Tamahome. But also, I'm not going to, like, kill you, Miaka, even though I could at any point, because I'm trying to go for, like, a trying to go for like a Team Rocket style villain, you know? I'm not trying to go for like a actually murdering people style villain. You know what I'm going for, right?
Well, I think if she didn't have Miaka, she like needs something to fixate on, and Miaka is that. And so it's like a coping mechanism. So without Miaka, what are you going to do? What's your purpose, Yui? Because it seems like you don't want to get out of the book, but you're like spite living in the book because of Miaka.
I feel like when Yui laughs at Miaka eating all the food like a cartoon character is the most like, oh, she's just like playing a little game. Like she just is treating this all like a little game right now of like, oh yeah, well I could kill you whenever I want, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna steal your boyfriend because I'm mad at you. But not like I'm not like actually super mad at you. But like I'm pretty mad at you.
Once stuff happens, it seems very clear that she's like, oh, I didn't realize we were going this far with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit.
Miaka apologizes to Yui, but Yui does not accept the apology. Miaka then explains that she loves Tamahome, which was one reason why she came back, but also that she's a multifaceted human being, and had two reasons to come back because she was also looking for Yui. Yui still doesn't accept this explanation and says that as long as she has the scar on her wrist, she won't forgive Miaka. Suddenly, Tamahome, wearing all black everything, comes in, and Miaka is over the moon and hugs him, and Yui's like, dang, I thought I could monologue a little more.
Okay, I like this outfit. I think the blue thing looks nice on him too, but his ear wasn't pierced before, was it? He has like one piercing.
I think it was it?
I don't think it was.
Let me look at an older episode.
It's an evil earring.
I'm gonna look at episode 9 in the thumbnail. I need a close up on his face. No, he doesn't have an earring in this episode. They gave him an earring to make him evil.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tamahome, Sarah.
Yeah.
Just call me that now.
Knows what the hot boys are wearing.
Yep.
Tamahome pulls out some nunchucks and hits Miaka in the arm with them because he's been brainwashed and is evil. And also he hits it so hard she bleeds and it's broken.
Okay, some of this is sounding like a Power Ranger episode. He's evil now.
He's evil. He is evil now. This is what happens.
Nunchucks, yeah.
He takes out nunchucks. He really does just do Power Ranger villain stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Miaka tries to make sense of this while Tamahome almost hits her in the head with nunchucks, but misses, and he's like, oh, I missed. But like she was standing still, dude. You totally held back. You're fronting. I know you were holding back.
Tactic.
Yeah. Yui in the background is like, hey, what's going on? And Tamahome has Miaka removed, leaving just him and Yui. Yui asks if this is really okay. This kind of seems like an escalation, but Tamahome says he's forgotten all about Miaka. But then he spends a little too long looking at Miyaka's ribbon that fell off of her when he almost hit her with the nunchucks in the head. And he like stuffs it into his belt or something.
Little keepsake.
Miyaka's being dragged off by guards when suddenly Nakago shows up and takes custody of her while saying that he's going to have her publicly executed. And Miaka thinks this might be curtains for her because she doesn't have any escape plans. Back in Conan, the gang is starting to wonder if sending Miaka with just Chichiri and Satsuki was a really good idea because, like, they're super late, and also that wouldn't be the party composition I would have picked, maybe. Elsewhere, Nakago leads Miaka off to see that Chichiri and Tatsuki have been captured. It looks like he's about to magic blast Miaka, but then it's revealed that he's actually Chichiri in disguise.
This is good.
This is pretty good. I like this.
Yeah.
Back inside, Yui wonders why Tamahome would treat Miaka like that, but Tamahome tells her that he belongs to her, and Yui's kind of apprehensive about it, but before she can respond, the real Nakago shows up and tells Tamahome that he can deal with Miyaka's bodyguards, the two Suzaku 7 people that are here, and Tamahome takes his orders and leaves. With him gone, Yui's like, Nakago, what'd you do to Tamahome? But Nakago vaguely says that it's just brainwashing medicine. It's fine. He basically says this. He gives a longer explanation later.
Yeah, clear, even... Oh, this is for Yui's sake, and then what is it? Tamahome, it's really Nakago's tool, not for Yui. It's like...
Yeah, he needs a henchman. That's really what he needs.
Yeah. Well, there's all the cloned toy soldiers and fake assassins aren't doing the job. So yeah, they have like a staffing issue for sure.
Back outside, Chichiri apologizes to Miaka for like pretending and also like pretending that he's gonna murder her for no reason. He really just does that. He also just ties Tatsuki up for no reason also. Why did he do any of that?
Well, so that he'd play the part. I don't know, because then I guess in case he's just having
fun.
Yeah, this is a serious time.
He's also role-playing. Everybody just wants to role-play in this story.
And yes.
Also, Miyaka's arm is definitely broken, but she doesn't want to tell them what happened with Tamahome. So instead, she just says she got hurt accidentally in a way that none of them really buy. Actually, that's wrong. Tatsuki buys this because he's an idiot.
A lovable idiot.
To be fair, Tatsuki seems like a guy who would break his arm on accident all the time. Chichiri leaves to find Tamahome while in disguise as Nakago. And Miaka wonders if Nakago put a spell on Tamahome and finds Tamahome's goodbye letter in her pocket. She thinks that if she can like show it to him, it can break the spell. Because there's that part where he says that he loves her. She makes a distraction and ties Tatsuki up for a second time, and then runs off on her own to the large tree where she's supposed to meet up with Tamahome. If she can only show him the letter, he'll snap out of it, she thinks, and she rushes off as we cut to credits.
Okay, Tatsuki, get it together. How embarrassing, Miyaki. Like, how dumb are you? You fell for Miyagi's stuff.
He's like really getting...
Don't worry, he can show his stuff
this.
Next episode. He's just gonna freaking downplay his value.
Yeah, first. He's easily duped.
Truly.
Which one of the Looney Tunes do we think Tatsuki is? You think he's like a Porky Pig?
No, I think he's maybe like Wile E. Coyote or
yeah, he's like Wile E. Coyote.
Because he's like got a lot of bravado, so he can't be Porky the Pig.
That's so true. That's so true. You think he's a Daffy?
Totally, because he like all talk but can't back it up, kind of thing.
That's so true. Oh,
yeah, I would say that's it.
All right, that's pretty good.
Daffy.
Yeah. Why is she going to the big tree again? I didn't really quite understand why she thought that's because she already met up with him.
Because the Tamahome that she remembers promised that that's where they were going to meet. And I don't know. Romantic, hopeful explanation. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. That kind of makes sense, I guess. Kind of a real not cool move to not tell them about Tamahome and let Chichiri run off on his own.
Yes. And then just tie Tatsuki up. It does. Well, this is her move is just to like undermine all the allies. Like the move is always cut everyone loose, go on my own, even though that's never proven to be a successful game plan up to this point.
Yeah, but she's also endangering them potentially as well, right? Because if they find him tied up, that's going to be bad for him. And if they find Chichiri, that's going to be bad for him. So, like, I don't think it's intentionally doing this, but we are a little undercutting her whole apology to Yui, being like, I wasn't just thinking about Tamahome, I was also thinking about you. But then in this episode later, it's her only thinking about Tamahome and not about her friends.
Yeah, I guess if it feels like, oh, Yui's pretty set. Or maybe she just feels like she can't do anything about that situation, but she feels like she can change with Tamahome's. Or, so I don't know. Maybe she just is feeling more hopeful and that's easier to focus on.
I feel like, yeah, it's weird because, like, the thing she apologizes for, the thing she's, like, saying is, like, oh, I'm not just obsessed with Tamahome. I'm also thinking about this other stuff. Like, I'm also trying. But really, she's just kind of dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are just kind of stupid things to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I took off my uniform and didn't put 2 and 2 together that you weren't in the room with me when you should have been because I'm dumb.
Yes, which Yui should know as well. So I feel like
Yui should know that she's dumb. I mean, Yui does know that she's dumb because she tricks her with a Looney Tunes gag here. I'm going to bring me all the yummiest food you have and I'm going to set a fan up by it and blow out the yummy smells into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what she did.
Yes.
And like Miaka comes to it like she's smelling a pie and floating in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. That's all pretty good. But yeah. Yeah. It's just so fun to watch Yui be fake evil. It's so good.
I mean, it's your favorite thing is posturing villainous.
It is. That is such a good thing, right?
You love them. That's
I mean, I don't like that she's
always your
actually being
favorite.
tricked by Nakago.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Because
She
it
should
doesn't
know
feel
better.
like it's her own doing. Yeah, she just feels like another puppet.
I do feel like the show is a little bit of a problem where, like, ooh, Nakago, he's such a conniving, smart guy, but like all his plans are very straightforward. And like, if he was up against anybody that was thinking a little bit more, he wouldn't be much of a threat, I feel like.
Yeah, totally.
You know? Like, he would not last in Death Note. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a guy who is like really doing anything. So I kind of want somebody else. I need Hotohori to be here. Hotohori is smart enough to not fall for this stuff immediately.
Is that true?
He's the smartest one of the Suzaku 7 for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I stand behind. I guess he did know Miaka immediately. Sure. Let's go.
What's your like power rating of the Suzaku 7 based on intelligence here? Like, Tatsuki's at the bottom.
Well, I feel like it's Chichiri, but he doesn't have the same motivation to like go the easiest route. Like, he's got his own motivation and like seeing things through and not the easiest way, but I don't know, the way that tests everyone the most or something. So I feel like he's equipped to be the smartest, but he doesn't have the drive to do it for what's best in the situation.
I don't think he's the smartest. I think he has the most tools available to him, right? Like, he knows all the magic spells. He has like a lot of options, but I don't think he's really.
He knows Tatsuki, so I feel like he just has a lot more insight to things than other. I feel, yeah. Well, I guess it's the tools, but
that's because he's hanging out with freaking Taitsukun, who has the all-seeing magic mirror. He can just go look at all of them all the time. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's not good at like on the spot planning.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the only one who's kind of good at that is Hotohori. He's the only one who feels like it. I don't know about Mitsukake or Chichiri because they haven't done anything.
They haven't really.
Or not Chichiri, Chiriko.
Yeah, I know. Let's make their names very similar.
Well, they're already done. All right, you want to go to episode 20?
Let's do it.
Episode 20 is called
this title.
Yeah, Unreachable Hope. We open on Chichiri creeping through the castle disguised as Nakago, and he knows that Miaka was lying about her arm, but keeps going anyway, because he's smarter than Tatsuki. He walks directly into Yui and Nakago is like, ah, yes, now I see how Miaka got away, as Chichiri runs away like a cartoon man. Pretty good. Chichiri returns to find Tatsuki tied up and Miaka missing, so he releases Tatsuki, and they rush off to find her in the woods, because they know where she went. We cut to Miaka at the meeting place under the big tree. Miaka imagines meeting Tamahome here and breaking the spell, because that's her plan. Suddenly, Tamahome shows up and hugs her from behind. He apologizes to her for earlier and says that he was just trying to make them believe that he was working for the bad guys. Miaka's like, oh, is that really true? And he's like, yes, of course that's true. This outfit just looks good. That's why I'm wearing it. Tamahome asks where Chichiri and Tatsuki are by name, and Miaka takes a step back and asks why Tamahome knows that Tatsuki's here if he's never met him before. I don't understand this. How is this a reveal?
Well, he's never met Tatsuki.
Yeah.
Or she didn't mention him by name, I think, when they were talking.
Right.
So how does he know who she brought with her, unless because he wasn't there when they were intercepted at the tree earlier. So it's like he shouldn't have any way of knowing that if he was innocently there. But if he's working with them and I guess has been informed of who he's on the lookout for.
Like he just said he was pretending to work. He's a spy.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like, Nakago told me, dude, because I'm a spy. I'm pretending to be a spy. I don't get how this is a reveal.
Let her pretend to be smart and have figured something out. Don't take this away from her.
Yeah, it feels like it's supposed to be the mystery gotcha, but it doesn't make any sense because I'm like, he just said that he was pretending to work for Nakago, and Nakago told him. You could just say Nakago told me. Because I was pretending to work for him. The thing I just said. In the last sentence I said.
Stop, Joe. You're ruining her moments.
Whatever. He would have never gotten away with it because he's too busy smirking the whole time. So he would have gotten found out no matter what. Miaka tells him that he's under some kind of spell and shows him the goodbye letter that he wrote for her. And especially that one page where it says that he loves her. And he's like, wo ai ni. What could that mean? I don't know. And he looks over this. and like reads the words and is ultimately unimpressed, and he dramatically tears it up as we see scenes of Tamahome's love playing over it, disappearing, and Miaka coming to terms with the fact that her plan didn't work.
Nope. Well, yeah. Nope, I can't say it.
Naive.
That's not, but a different use. Like
Naivete.
Yeah, that didn't get you very far, girl. It's broken now.
Yeah, she was really like, this is only going to be a 2-episode arc, but it seems like it's going to be a bigger arc than that.
That's right. I know. Well, everything's like, I mean, yeah, she almost died or whatever, but like, generally everything's gone pretty smoothly for her. So she has not had much as far as, you know, a trial or any kind of real challenge. So this is quite the wake-up call for her.
That's true. Yeah. Tamahome is about to kill Miaka, which, like, I'm pretty sure Nakago didn't tell him to do, but whatever. When suddenly, Tatsuki shows up to shield her, and he takes the blow instead. Tamahome challenges Chichiri and Tatsuki to a fight to the death, and Tatsuki is willing and accepts. He's only ever heard of Tamahome, and so far, he's sick of him. He's like, how can you do this to Miaka? She's in love with you. You're such a dick. Because he doesn't realize that he's been brainwashed.
Oh, yes. But his heart. Oh, Tatsuki.
Tamahome says, bring it on, and they get into a fight. Nearby, Yui and Nakago watch on as Nakago explains that the drug they gave Tamahome is made from Koruku, which I don't know what that is. And what it does is it alters your memory and makes it so that instead of loving the priestess of Suzaku, he hates her. It's like a reverse card.
You like my
invert
new
your feelings.
Activity for while we're recording is trying to trim my dog's nails.
You're just playing with you're trimming his nails?
Trying so hard.
We're almost done.
I know. Keep going.
Nakago explains that not even Mitsukake can cure this because Nakago just knows everybody's names. He just knows all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how he knows that. Well, no, I do know how he knows that. He has the freaking prophecy. He has the directions.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Also, because of this, huh?
We only saw the part where she read that the next one was a monk. And so it's not like we know exactly what it describes everyone's abilities to be.
Because it's just the constellations.
Yeah, the name doesn't mean healer, does it?
Well, it's probably like, ooh, Mitsukake is the healer of the group. And he's like writing that down. He's like, Chiriko plays the flute. I don't know what it says for that one. Anyway, as long as Tamahome is brainwashed, she'll never go ogre mode again, which is a big deal for some reason. Chichiri tries to de-escalate the situation, but Tatsuki isn't having it, and he and Tamahome start to throw down. Nakago thinks that he's won because no matter who wins this fight, the Suzaku 7 will never be assembled now. Tatsuki decides to use his fan because Nakago releases the barrier, and he starts to take the lead in the fight against Tamahome. Because without going ogre mode, Tamahome is gonna lose. Miaka wakes up and tells Tatsuki to stop and begs him not to kill Tamahome. Nakago thinks this is funny, but Yui sees this and is like, ooh, this is getting a little too much. Tatsuki puts the fan away and is going to fight hand to hand, which really means he's going to voluntarily get his ass kicked, which is what he does for like the next 6 minutes. Tatsuki gets the shit kicked out of him while Chichiri and Miaka just sit there and watch, powerless to help.
Oh, I know. I'm so sad. I love him.
I know. He's so dumb guy.
Yeah, I know. It's so endearing. I mean, he's just signed up for the cause and he's already super committed. You know, he's going for it.
He's got that bandit energy. He's got that I'm here to fight. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum real energy here.
I feel like he's I was trying to think of what character, because I feel like he reminds me of characters that exist of like rough and tumble. I don't know, kind of like would be a gangster in modern times or something. Like,
yeah, he's the Joey Wheeler.
Yeah, totally.
He's the second fiddle, not as good guy, but heart of gold kind of thing.
Yeah.
The guy with the orange hair and Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't remember his name.
Oh, the one with the pompadour or whatever?
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah. But way hotter than that.
But way hotter. Chichiri tries to teleport him and Miaka out, but Nakago stops him with barrier magic. So they just disappear instead. Nakago goes out on the field to look for them, and Tatsuki tries to attack Nakago, but Nakago easily knocks him out. While hiding, Chichibi realizes that they can use Mitsukakae's cat as a radio antenna to communicate with the other Suzaku 7. Not really sure what's going on here, to be honest.
I'm not sure either how this worked.
It's pretty funny, though, so I'm cool with it.
Give the cat a name.
We do need to give this cat a name. Chichiri projects the cat into Hotohori's room and tells them to try to break Nakago's barrier remotely, which, like, I don't know what they think they're gonna do. What does that even mean? But Hotohori thinks that the only way to do it is to use Chiriko's flute playing.
It is annoying and would break my concentration of the spell, I suppose.
Things are looking bad at the Kudo side when Chiriko starts playing his magic flute music through cat radio, and this disrupts Nakago's barrier. This gives Chichiri the opportunity to teleport them all out. Miaka reflects on the events of this episode and wonders if Tamahome can ever be brought back. For now, she's just gonna have to say goodbye. Back in Kudo, Nakago and Yui go to see Tamahome and are shocked to find that he's crying. Even he doesn't know why he's crying, and Nakago wonders if he's breaking past the poison. Uh-oh. This is good. This is dramatic. I like this.
There's so many things happening that I could not explain how it works. Everything. I'm like, I don't know. How does that work with poison being... whatever.
Dude, he's looking past it. It's good. He's like doing the crying, like, why am I crying kind of thing. It's good. This always is good. I always like this.
Yeah.
Hotohori asks Miaka where Tamahome is, and she tells him that she went there to say goodbye as we cut to credits.
Ooh. Now, what do you think of Hotohori's chances? Have they increased?
They're a little bit. It's a little bit higher now. It's a little bit higher. Now, the fact that Tamahome is clearly like poison pilled, I feel like isn't going to buy him that much time, but it'll buy Hotohori a little time, you know?
Yeah. Oh, poor little Miaka. She's just freaking 15-year-old. Just got beat up by the love of her life, and
yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's all very tragic. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad she made a stance for like, I can't just, because it made me mad of her being like, don't hurt him, Tatsuki, and then Tatsuki has to like fight handicapped, and then I'm like, oh, but now he's gonna get wailed on, and
yeah.
So I'm glad that she kind of had to stand firm and be like, okay, that's it. We got to leave without him because I can't sacrifice these other guys for one person.
It's always kind of odd that like this is the second time that she's like, I have to like not think about my romance and just kind of do the thing that we need to do. And the first time being that, which is like we got to find the other Suzaku 7, which is both like positioned as you don't really have to do that, which is true, but also it's good because you're taking this seriously now.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. I'm like, I don't
talk
feel like these...
about. Sorry, no, continue with your train of thought. I'm going to switch subjects, but
oh no. I was just saying that it's a little weird because those are not mutually exclusive. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Right. A few episodes ago, we talked about how Yui saw Tamahome as like safety.
Yep.
And now she's seeing that being like is that illusion broken now, or that was only for Miaka and because he doesn't have Miaka, he's not going to be that now, or because she seems very uncomfortable with the situation as it is now. So it's
yes.
Like, okay, he doesn't represent that anymore, or I don't want him with me if it's going to change what I liked about him, like.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that holds up, right? Of like the thing that Nakago's done is inverted Tamahome to being like, instead of protecting, aggressive, and like. Even though he's into Yui is like not into it anymore. She's like, ooh, this feels bad. The vibes on this are bad.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah. Well, it's just a bummer. I mean, it's just, I feel like, God, I don't think you noted it specifically, but I'm at the gym watching this, and then what happens? Girl grabs guy's hand and puts it on her boob. And I'm like, no, I'm at the gym. I'm in public watching this. Stop doing this to me. Fushigi Yugi. But I guess she just, it never goes well where it's like, oh, I wish they would fall. Right. This is the whole obsession movie I didn't watch, but like nothing, don't wish for someone to be into you if they're not, because if they are magically, then it's going to be like freaky and not what you thought it'd be like.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Where do we go from here, Joe? What's gonna happen? They can't do it without Tamahome.
They can't do it without Tamahome, so I guess this is gonna be... I don't know what they're gonna do now. They're gonna have to figure something out.
Don't specifically know what happened to him, just that he's changed.
Right. I guess they gotta go figure that out now. This is probably where we're going on the Mitsukake route, right? Like, because he's the guy who's gonna know all the poisons. He's gonna be like, oh, it's probably this thing. I've heard of this. I've heard legends of this on the Misty Mountain. And then they're gonna go to the Misty Mountain and be like, have we been foretold of
Fetch quest,
whatever that type of poison was? I feel like that's what's gonna be going on.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice for him to get a chance to do a little bit more.
Yeah, because we still got, he didn't get to do anything. Like,
no.
Chiriko got to do a little flute playing, which is something, I guess. But we still have gotten nothing from those two, basically.
Yep. I know. I feel like the thumbnail for the next one was more like Tamahome Yue stuff, so I feel like it's going to be...
That's going to go bad.
More seeing what's going down over there. Yep. Yeah, bumpy ride now. It was smooth sailing. But this is a longer show, so we gotta have a longer show.
We're not even halfway.
Nope.
We have 2 more weeks until we're halfway.
That's crazy.
And the show has like sequel series and OVAs and stuff.
I know. There's a lot of them on Crunchyroll. They keep getting recommended to me. I guess we didn't really get much of her brother reading. Or
no, he's just got. I didn't put that in any of the things because it doesn't seem relevant. But that is what he's doing this whole time. Again, I don't know what they're like. I don't know what the anchor to the outside world is anymore because I don't know if anything that like he has that she has.
Blood. They're shared blood. I don't know. They're related. They're siblings. DNA. Shared DNA.
You know what? That is about as good as we both have the same uniform, and by that means we both have uniforms made by the same company in the same general style. Even though it's not literally the same uniform.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because we had to keep.
She's still wearing the uniform, by the way. I was a little shocked by that. I thought we were gonna like get some different clothes. Because that's not a thing anymore. Because it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, it still matters.
I know. It's like, now we're gonna blend in if you're. It's gotta be. Surely people everywhere are just staring at you like, what the hell are you wearing, lady? It'd be fun to have wardrobe. Our guys don't even get. They get like their excursion outfit and their hangout at the palace outfit. That's it.
I feel like Noriko's gotten the most.
That's true.
Outfits.
Yeah.
Maybe Hodori. Yeah. Not really.
Yeah. Well, we know Chichiri. Nope. Freak. Chiriko. Chiriko?
Yeah, Chiriko.
Right. He needs a new outfit. That's all we know. He
definitely needs a new outfit. He probably has one. I just don't remember what it looks like.
I just know you were ragging on him earlier. Like,
that's because he was wearing literal rags.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what he's wearing in this when we're like projecting to the. Like, I'm not one who needs like I need an explanation for like the magic sequence, but like I need a little bit here of like why are we transmitting through a cat?
I feel like I'm just trained by shonen anime to expect a long-winded explanation of everything anyone does, and so I'm so used to my hand being held through all the magic stuff. I'm like, I gotta do all the thinking.
I don't need that much of an explanation. Like, I ultimately don't think it matters and usually takes away from stories. Like, who cares to a certain extent? But if it's going to be like big plot relevant stuff, I'm kind of like, all right, what's actually happening here?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Well, poor Toski. They just had him chucked on a stretcher. I'm like, Mitsukake, fix him up now. Heal our boy. Our favorite boy. Yeah. At least I was glad we got more, or he got to do something, even if it was just get beat up. But, he's standing his ground. He's like, it's like, I feel like nobody else is really, we're not seeing, Tamahome is the only one who's done it, where he's been like standing up for Miaka and fighting for her. So I'm like, it's refreshing that somebody else begins doing something. Yep. All right. Well, suppose that is episodes 18, 19, and 20.
Yep.
Done. The next set should be good. I feel like 3 is a good number. I feel like we're getting most arcs in their entirety in 3 sets of 3. So I feel like that's been good. Like nothing is like a terrible cliffhanger that I can't, like it all feels, it's a very good rhythm I think we've got going.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Okay. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. And if you did, you can do us a favor. Do us a solid.
And rate us 5 stars.
Okay, yep.
On your podcast platform of choice. We have a bonus episode out. You should go listen to that. And then you can go and listen to all the other bonus episodes. You can go listen to us talk about the Star Wars Christmas special in, whatever month it is you're listening this. That's fun. Tell your friends about it. Word of mouth. We don't pay for any advertising, which means the only way we're going to get new listeners is either by you leaving comments and ratings for algorithms to go unearth us, or for you to tell your friends, which is a much better and more fun thing to do than to leave comments and ratings and stuff like that. We all know this. Yeah.
That's right. Sweet. All right. Okay. Now, the best part. You've all been waiting for this moment. What did we learn?
What did we learn here?
You got this, Joe. Riff.
What did we learn?
We're contemplating.
I don't know. What did I learn here?
Their sense of smell. Apparently, you just get like a freaking cadaver cat. You don't need a dog to do it.
We're like dowsing with a cat, I guess. I don't know what's happening there. That was a little weird. If you're gonna do a weird invasion, you need to have some more than one plan. You got to have some backup plans. You can't just go, especially if there's a guy there that you can't beat. That's not. I don't feel like that's good enough. Did something else happen that's funny?
Revisit old cartoons.
Revisit old cartoons. That's good. Yeah, you can always learn relevant stuff like how to trap your friend with a tasty dinner. Always just be trapping your enemies in tasty dinners, because then you get to eat a dinner while also monologuing. And who doesn't want to do that? Everybody does. It's awesome every time that happens. Every time there's an evil dinner, it's always good.
True.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
Okay. I was just about to ask, satisfactory for you, Joe?
Yeah, evil dinners. They're good.
You've never been trapped in a dinner where it's like, haha, Joe.
Yeah, please join us. Why don't you step inside? And I'm like, damn, I got to go inside and eat that lobster. And I'm going to be real anxious about it, but it's going to be good.
Yeah. That's I feel like my sister, well, not that this is evil agendas, but I feel like my mom would always try to lure us over with meals, and my sister would always fall for it. Oh, we're making steak. And my sister's like, I'll be there. And I'm like, it's too far of a drive for me.
That's good. That's good. Lure them in.
Yes.
I like it.
They can work. Food. That's a good incentive.
Good incentive.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Well, now I get to edit this immediately. So,
sorry.
Yay me. No, all good.
My power went out.
It's okay. This is such a piece of cake compared to editing 3 different people into a thing. But it was fun mixing it up, but I'm happy to back to the dynamic duo of you and me.
Yeah, 2 audio streams is enough.
Yes, for sure. I forgot to say in my catch up, I'm season 3 of House of the Dragon just ended, and I think it's an incredibly stressful show to watch. I'm glad it's over. I'm like, God, it's stressful keeping up, because I'm great, it's probably a cool dragon's gonna die this episode. What a bummer. So it's I kind of hate watching it. I'm
I see. Yeah.
Even though I know how it's gonna end, but so I'm glad that's over.
Right. Well, next week we'll have 3 more episodes. Maybe soon.
That's right.
We'll record a KOTOR bonus episode, KOTOR 2 bonus episode.
Yeah.
We might stagger that release a little bit. Because we can.
That's right.
Record it while I still remember it.
True. Wait. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, everybody, and catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, no. Can you do a Porky?
I can't do the stutter thing. No, I can't do it.
That's all, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, that was.
We should do assign a Looney Tunes to all of the characters at some point.
Yeah, let's just add crazy categories.
Why not? I'll watch more Looney Tunes and then I'll get back to you with the definitive.
Okay, sounds good. You got to make note of that. Everyone, tune in to find out.
Yeah.
Ooh. is freaking Lola Rabbit or whatever Looney Tunes
Lola Bunny.
there are. Bunny, my bad. Okay, bye.
Bye.